Hello, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are, hello. Today I'm going to be doing a video on whether a good shotgun or an AR is a better choice for when shit hits the fan. But honestly, it really depends on what's happening. Most people want to choose this because, oh, I'm going to be fighting people, when I don't think that's going to be happening as much as people think. I do think that this has its place and it's valuable, but it's not as versatile as something like this. So let's get into it. Now I have two shotguns to show you. This is a Remington 870 with a 2 3/4 inch slug barrel. I only have 3-inch slugs, so I'm going to be running 2 3/4 buckshot through it. This is a Remington Magnum Wingmaster 870. I will be going more in depth on these near the end of the video, but first, this is a buckshot. I'm going to be shooting at this sheet metal, and then I will show you guys a close-up after I get through the buckshot and the slug. Right here is a Mossberg Maverick 88. This is known to be one of the cheapest shotguns that you can get that's good and reliable. This is a 3-inch and 2 3/4 gun. I am running 3-inch slugs in this right now. Let's get into it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, baby! At the top we have our buckshot, which is a little over fist size, and I have larger hands. And at the bottom here is the slug. So obviously this would be used for something, I don't know, let's say you're out in the woods, and there's a lot of brush, and there's a deer in the distance. Oh, boom, got him. But this is more for precision shooting, or getting into doors if you want to shoot through the locks and everything like that. And I actually have an example for us to use today, which I think would be something kind of common in a shit hit the fan situation. You'd want to be able to get into places to where you can get stuff that you need that other people aren't using anymore, or just scavenge around for supplies. Now this is another thing that you might need to get into, and I believe the shotgun shines to be able to get into things, and just its power and destruction on a trunk like this. You know, maybe you need to get in real quick. You just come up, you know, I'm not going to do it for safety purposes. I'm going to stand a little ways away and try and shoot this, you know, just to see if it'd knock out the lock or anything like that, and if I'd be able to get in. It is pretty decent thickness. I wouldn't say it's super thick, but obviously you'd want to be able to do a decent amount of damage to get in there to mess up the controls and everything like that. Alright, this is the Maverick 88 again, and I will be using a Winchester 3-inch 1-ounce slug that's going around 1,700 feet per second. Let's see if I can hit that lock. If I can't, we'll just use it as a demonstration of the destruction of this thing. Alright, let's go have a look. So I did hit a little up and right, and as you can see, this is actually fiberglass. But let's see how it did when it comes to the back. Holy smokes. So this side was just like this side over here, and it completely blew all this out. I did miss the lock, so let's set this back up and try again. So I'm still using the same shotgun, loaded up the same rounds. I'm going to get a little bit closer here and try again. Okay, that looks like it did the trick. So it did punch right through, came right through all that metal, pushed the lock out right here. You know, just took all that metal with it, the trunk and everything. And some more bits of it here that it just pushed right through. Now I'm going to shoot this again with a slug, try and get more in the meat right here, and then we'll go for buckshot to show how that can get in there. That way, if you do have a car and the guy that you had tied up is getting a little too noisy for your liking. Alright, so I've backed up a little bit. I got a slug loaded in first, and in the tube here I have 2 things of buckshot. Slug going first. Okay. Malfunction. We are going to check that out. Okay, primer was hit, but nothing happened. Probably faulty ammunition. We're going to try that again. Yep, that one will work. Alright, buckshot. Alright, let's load up that last one. A buckshot here. And shoot it again. Alright, got that set backed up. I'm going to try and shoot it from the top here. We'll see how it does. I'll aim off more to the left side because I still want to use this trunk for the AR. Alright, let's go have a closer look. So as you can see, this is the top of the trunk. This is where I shot off to the left side. Most of it came through right here, and then you had a few stragglers over here. And then once again, there's that other slug, and there's that buckshot just blowing a big old hole in it. But now let's move on to the alright, now let's go and move on to the AR. Alright, so this is a Diamondback AR-15. This is technically a pistol. This is a pistol brace, which is completely legal, and this is a 11.5 Remington upper with a heavy barrel. I can't remember the twist right. Let's see if I can see it on here. This is a 1-in-7, and this is 5.56. I will be shooting a few rounds in between the buckshot and the slug, and then I will be shooting the trunk, and we will be taking a closer look at it just to show what this does. It's kind of more of a hole puncher, if you'd go. Alright. Make sure you guys can see me here. Alright, that's into the sheet. We're going to do some into the trunk here, and I will be shooting through the spoiler on this one and on the top. Obviously we can see, first things first, the one thing that this has advantage over the shotgun is I don't have to rack it every time. All I gotta do is pull that trigger. Pull, let off, pull, let off, pull, let off. And I can do multiple rounds. Now YouTube, this is not a high capacity mag. Man, I'm getting a lot of fiberglass in me. Hold up. Alright, as you can see, this is a 5.56 in between the buckshot and the slug. This is a lot smaller holes. You know, just little hole punchers is what this is. You know, you get a whole lot more space and bigger pellets with the buckshot, and you get one really, really big one with the slug. Obviously, you could fit about 4 or 5 shots into this one slug. And then as we move over to the trunk here, it had no problem making its way through the top, going through the fiberglass spoiler. Did wait for the fiberglass clouds to die down. I don't want that shit in my lungs. Ooh, Ford logo. Let's flip this trunk over and look at the other side, see the results. Now, as you can see, the 5.56 made it through just fine. Doing just little hole punches. Now, I did not see any come through the top when I was shooting through the spoiler, because the spoiler is right down here. The one is, you have this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, they came through, but I think what they did is they all hit this and broke out and busted whichever way. such as this one, but none of them came through the top. I don't think I see any that even attempted to go through the top. I think they all just redirected different routes going up. But let's get back to the table and let's actually talk about the differences. So the outro at the range got corrupted, so we're just going to do a quick one right now here. So I'm going to start off with price. Obviously shotguns are cheaper, a little easier to get. I know a lot of sporting goods store don't stock up on AR-15s anymore. Political reasons is why companies do that. You know, whatever. You can get them by other means, but shotguns are typically the cheapest, and shotguns are a little bit cheaper to upgrade and put parts on it. They are a little bit harder to put parts on, but nothing that you couldn't do at home with some basic tools. Versatility. I find shotguns are a little more versatile. AR-15s, you know, using 5.56, and if in a SHTF situation, you should be using 5.56 because 5.56 was made to be more powerful than the 2.23 because it has more powder behind it, faster traveling bullet. You know, you can hunt with a shotgun. You can hunt anywhere from birds, like little doves. By the way, doves taste really good if you haven't had them. I know that sounds weird. Dove all the way up to grizzly bear, moose, anything. You know, bird shot. Deer if you need to, if you're in a really brushy area, buckshot, and then, you know, elk, moose, grizzlies, you can use shotgun slugs, and those shotgun slugs are going to hit, typically if you run around 1,500 feet per second for those slugs, they're average around 2,300 foot-pounds of energy going in. And, you know, you can switch out barrels for, you know, better bird hunting barrels, better shorter, you know, room clearing barrels, or, you know, specific slug barrels, but they have barrels that can do them all. But if you want specific barrels for it, you know, they're pretty light and you can easily attach them to the outside of your backpack if need be. So that covers versatility. I already went over these. Hunting ammo. Ammo's a big thing. Whenever I go to a big store, hunting store, academy, or even Walmart, you are going to see shotgun shells before you see 5.56. And when you do see shotgun shells, they're going to be, you know, a whole greater section of the ammo racks than 5.56. You know, they're a smaller part. You know, just the variety. They got low powers, high powered. You know, they always got them. You know, for me, whenever I go, they don't always have 5.56. It may be different in your area. And there are a lot more YouTube videos that show the power of these shotguns and everything like that. I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, you should only choose a shotgun. I think you should try and take both. You know, I have a family. I have a significant other that would be able to carry one of them and use one of them effectively. I do believe that it's a good choice to have a shotgun with you, just for the survival aspect. Now, when it comes to defending yourself and you know, force on force situation, definitely gonna pick the AR. But when it comes to like an all together situation, the force on force with the survival, I believe the shotgun is just a slightly better choice for versatility and actually being able to survive and using it as a tool to survive. But then again, this is just my opinion. Everybody has opinion, just like everybody has an asshole. It's your choice. I'm not gonna make you choose one thing or the other. I just kind of want to point out some things. I know this was a quick video. There are more videos that are more in depth on it, but I just wanted to do my own little 2 cents. Maybe it helps you decide or maybe you do decide to get both. But anyway, adios. I hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.